What's up guys, welcome back. Today I'm showing you a super quick and easy recipe for apple crumble. But before we do that, please take a quick second to subscribe to the channel. Make sure to hit that bell and enable notifications as well. Alright, now that we've gotten that out of the way, time to move on to make our crumble topping. We're starting with a half cup of brown sugar, a half cup of all-purpose flour, and a half cup of old-fashioned oats, followed by a quarter teaspoon or so of cinnamon. If you love cinnamon, you can add a little extra, but start with a quarter teaspoon and work your way up. Also going in with a pinch or two of salt. Break out the whisk and mix to combine. Also want to add a half teaspoon of baking powder. And then about a third cup of cold butter, which I'm adding in here. I like to cube it up, that way it's easier to work with. And then just get in there with your hands. You can use a spoon if you want, but I like to get in there with my hands and feel it. That way we can ensure that we have a good crumble consistency. And just work that mixture for about 2 or 3 minutes until it looks like so. Try not to eat it, which I struggle with because it's so good. Once that's done, go ahead and set it aside for a couple minutes and we're going to get started on our apples. Oh, look at the hands. Played a little tight end in high school, guys. Caught 0 touchdowns, but that's a story for another day. Break out your potato peeler for your apples and peel away. You can also use a sharp knife if you like. No right or wrong way to do this. Just make sure that they're nice and peeled. Get all the skin off of them, and then we're going to cut them off of their core. And then slice them into about an 1/8 inch thick pieces. You want them to be nice and thin. Just work your way around the core, as you see me doing right here. You can use any apples you like. Granny Smith works great, Honey Crisp, whatever your preference. I believe these are Fuji. 2 pounds total in apples. Try not to eat them all before we make our crumble. Damn, that's a good apple. So take a sharp knife and cut them into thin strips, as you see me doing right here. And then we're going to chop them once or twice. Just want nice bite-sized pieces. Again, no right or wrong way to do this. Just cut them into equal-sized pieces to the best of your ability. And then we're going to add them to a mixing bowl here in just a moment. The Dow Strong knife is doing great work right here. You can get yours for 10% off using the code MAKEITHAPPEN at checkout. The link will be provided for you in the description box. Now that all of our apples are nice and diced, we're going to go ahead and add them to that mixing bowl, along with 2 tablespoons of flour, 3 tablespoons of water, 3 tablespoons of melted butter as well, and just whisk that together. Going in with a tablespoon or so of fresh squeezed lemon juice. A little vanilla extract. As always, guys, the specific measurements and ingredients are provided for you in the description box below. That's about a half teaspoon of vanilla extract. Going in with a 1/4 cup of brown sugar and a pinch of salt. And we're going to coat our apple slices in this delicious liquid, not before seasoning it with a little bit more cinnamon. If you want to get real crazy, you can add some bourbon or some cognac to this. That would be really good as well. Then we're going to get in there with our hands and just make sure those apples are beautifully coated. Make sure your oven is preheated at 375 degrees. Get your favorite baking dish or casserole dish for this. Something like an 8x8 or 9x9 inch would be perfect. And just carefully make sure that all the apples are nicely coated. I'm adding a little bit more cinnamon sugar just to make sure it's super sweet. It's the holidays, guys. Let's add a little extra sugar. Why not? Next, we're gonna take some room temperature butter and just go around our baking dish just to make sure nothing sticks to the bottom, and because butter is delicious. Once that's done, we're gonna pour our apple mixture in. Don't overfill this though, because you don't want it to leak over or boil over as it cooks in the oven. That would not be a fun cleanup job for the wife. Once you've got it full to maximum capacity, you're gonna pour a little bit of that residual juice over top just to make sure we have all the flavor that we need. And then we're gonna top it with that crumble mixture that we made. Super simple, super delicious. You guys are gonna absolutely love this recipe. It's way easier than making apple pie, and it's just as delicious. Add this to your Thanksgiving rotation, or just on a regular Sunday. It'll be great with just about anything. Pack it in there, make sure it stays in place, and then we're gonna pop it in that 375-degree oven. It'll need to bake for about 30 to 40 minutes, or until the top is nice and brown, just like so. Apples will be nice and tender inside as well. Quick little money shot for you guys. Oh man, gotta have a little vanilla ice cream with this. And a mint leaf for garnish. Jazz it up. Oh man. Now we're approaching food porn levels. That's a little caramel sauce drizzle. You can get that recipe from my banana pudding recipe that I'll link to in the iCard right here. And you know I gotta try this one. Just look at how tender and well seasoned the apples are. Oh man, that looks good. Hold on, make sure you get some ice cream, champ. There you go. All right, moment of truth. Bottoms up. You see, I learned my lesson about burning my mouth. Oh, that's delicious. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, give your boy a thumbs up. And as always, thanks for your support.